Greetings from Dystopia, episode 208. Quiet. Had a little bit of a restless night last night, so instead of going to Redgate, I chose to come out to Sauers holding again, which, as I've shown you guys before, is the quietest place in all of Cook County. I noticed the last time the microphone on this does not pick it up, but I'll give you a quick spin just to kind of give you an idea where I'm at. But what I was saying is what the microphones don't pick up is that my voice is actually reverberating off of the trees, and it makes it, back to that place, back to my church, my temple. And it's a very simple preserve, but it's just so beautifully quiet and peaceful here. And I can still hear a little bit of road noise back behind me, but once I go over the front of this esker right here, once I get up the trail back through there, it gets super, super quiet out here, which makes this place all the more worth exploring. Got a squirrel on the tree right here. What I was looking at is the hawk. Maybe he'll come back out. Yeah, he's coming back through the field. Try and catch him as he goes across right there. He's just kind of circling over this field. Well, it's not a field, it's a... Oh, I forgot what you call that. So the glacier, when it came through, kind of sat here for a little while. It's not a kettle per se. It's got a different name, but that's what I was talking about. If you went out here and dug up this grass, you'd find a ton of sand under all of that. Got squirrels moving around everywhere here. Squirrels are out storing their food, getting ready for winter. This is the only noise you get once you get over this hill. The only noise you get are other humans and aircraft. Of course, the birds and the animals, but still makes it totally worth coming out here just for the peace and quiet. And the other reason I chose to come here today, besides the quiet, is we had a good rain line move through last night about 10 o'clock, and it dumped a lot of rain in just a little bit of time. So I thought, Redgate gets pretty slick, as you've all seen in the videos, especially if you're re-watching the trail running videos. You can kind of get a pretty good idea for just how slick it gets in there. And that mud is like nothing I've ever seen. It's army mud. It's that slick. So yeah, this gives me a, crushed limestone right here, and I'm getting ready to turn left. It should be right here. There it is, the trail turn. So we're gonna head in right here and go off into the woods. I'll overlay a map right here to show you this track. This is a great little trail. This is the one I showed you where the hidden trail was, and the water, the creek with all the frogs. Yeah, there's just robins everywhere out here today. Little chickadees. I hear a chipmunk, and of course another jet. Some pretty colors out here today. I'll do the color correction so you guys get some Nice fall colors. Stopped for a minute and all the robins got quiet. Walking my kind of trail now. But when I first came back up in here and I was moving, all the robins were clucking and everything else, and now they got quiet the second I stopped. Got some obstacles to run. I keep saying I'm going to bring my saw, and then I forget to put it in my pack. Gonna cut through some of these logs, or at least every time I go by, take a pass or two at them. Eventually we'll get rid of all of them. Right. Okay, you just saw the obstacles I had to go over. There's a fresh pile of horse dung. No, I'm not putting my hand in it. It's still warm. So somebody's been down this trail this morning on horseback. That's a die-hard rider with a good horse. Oh, for the want of smell-o-vision. So you guys could smell this. Sorry, this little hill right here is a little slick, so I'm slowing down. Got some frogs moving in the water right there. But just the smell, that fall smell of the rotting leaves, and everything was wet from last night's rain. God, that smells just flippin' fanatical, fantastical. There's got to be a dozen frogs in here. As I walked up closer, there goes one swimming down at the far end. It's pretty cool. Right, so I got to get across this thing. Oh, that rock's going to roll. Hey! And I did it without falling. This is that little fire ring I was showing you guys. I tried to draw it out. Yeah, this is going to be a definite visit this winter. Come down here, get a small fire going, have a lunch. Well, we got raccoons and possums using the trail. All heading that way, back the way I just came from. Anybody know what this grass is? It's kind of pretty. Big ball, there's just a few of them around, not many. This was like the prettiest one. Well, I just saw my first person on the trail. Guy's just out walking. He headed back the way I came. Came in from a different trail where they meet up back here. More horse poop. Looking at tracks, it looks like it was actually 2 horses this morning. One has 3 cleats on the shoe, the other has 4. I don't think I've ever seen one with 4, but it made it easy to tell them apart. God, the woods just smell so good this morning. Or actually this afternoon now. It's a little after 12. Decided to forego lunch back here. Just walk a little bit farther and see if I can find a nicer spot just to sit down and enjoy it. Hear all the squirrels talking back and forth. On the way back down to the main trail. I love that loop that I just did. Because you get such a variety of, you know, not just hills, but you get the water back there at the little creek, and then you get more of a prairie or a knob feel, like up on top of a big hill or mountain, and the scrub type grasses, and then suddenly you drop back down into the floor in the preserve itself. Squirrels and chipmunks calling back and forth. See that guy right there? He's right there on that tree. He's got a chipmunk just on the other side of him yelling at him. It's pretty funny. Well, stopped for lunch. Got my little snack there, but I think I'll wait till I get back to the car for my Cliff Bar, because I've got a cup of coffee in the car. I didn't feel like making a coffee. Out here I was just kind of enjoying the peace and quiet out here. I had to laugh. There was a couple of older Polish women that walked by while I was sitting there eating my lunch, and I'd heard them coming for I don't know how far, just laughing and giggling, and it's pretty cool, but I guess they don't realize how loud they are, but most people don't. So kind of took off the charm of lunch a little bit, having to hear them cackling away, but at the same time it was, I don't know, it's different. Kind of nice. Got a little patch of color coming up here in front. The red oaks up there. Anyway, so yeah, on the last little stretch back to the van, and I'll see you guys down there. Couldn't ask for better weather today. 57 now. It warmed up a little bit since I got out there. But yeah, completely made it worth it. A good fall day is hard to beat. Especially when you're out in the woods and it's quiet. Alright guys, that's it for today. We'll see you tomorrow. Alright. Be good, be well. Wear a mask if you have to. Stay smart, be strong, stay mighty. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.